Howdy y'all, Brett 10 living. We haven't been in the garden in a few days. I thought I'd come out and look around. It rained last night. You can still see it sitting on the leaves. Most of my beets are about done. These repeated freezes we're having at night, it's been rough on them. I got some pretty good beets in there. It'll make a jar or two. That's all I really need. I only eat them pickled, so I can eat them just canned, but I just prefer them pickled. But I still got lots of greens. Mustard greens, you can't hardly tell I even cut in them. Turnip greens, where I chopped them the other day, still haven't come back good. But the mustard greens, you can just barely see one little area where I've been. I'm amazed the rabbits and stuff hasn't been over here. I run a couple out when I first started, but when they first got up good size, I went to cutting them, and I hadn't seen a rabbit since then. My first old garden spot's looking really good. That's going to be some real good stuff to turn under before too long. Yeah, my second little garden spot is mustard greens is finally starting to grow a little more over here. Kind of late, put them out, but if they grow up and make greens, it'll make something good to turn under. I haven't decided if I'm going to move the beans or not. I'm thinking about moving over here with the mustard greens after I turn it under and till it. Give it some new ground to grow beans in. And my garlic bed. It's all laying down it. It's been cold several nights. So. Been as low as 16 one night. Of course, the onions, they don't seem to mind it too bad. I still got a pretty good stand to them things. And if I can focus in. I got some more onions down there too in that bed. I forgot to even check that one. But has my extras, which I've got some growing. I decided I was going to plant some of these late. I couldn't remember for sure what kind of onion these was I planted, the ones I planted from seed. They're long day onions. But they done really well last year. I was told you're not supposed to plant long day onions here. Intermediate and short days all you're supposed to plant. Long day onions for up north. If you've seen my video last spring, early summer, when I pulled all them big onions up, them was long day onions. So apparently if you're patient enough and put them out at the right time, they still grow pretty good here. I want to walk over to the third and fourth garden spot. They're on the other side of the property, so I thought we'd go check them out. Well, it's hard to see, but there is some clover growing. Like I said, I got a late start, and I probably should have took the disc and cut it in. But time just didn't allow. Our third spot's looking pretty good though. Grass clumps are still dying off. You can see little tiny clover starting. It's all red clover in here. What I planted, I don't know if I can keep the rest of the stuff from growing. If it don't hurry up and get above it and shade it out, it's probably going to be a little bit of everything. But the seed's there. We'll see. Garden number 3 hopefully will be ready to plow for too long. First of the year, I don't know, about January or February I'll probably turn it. I gotta have time to turn the other one, so. You're working with old farm all, old single plow, it takes a while sometimes. This show is fun. It's fun to watch dirt roll with basically a 70-year-old tractor. It does a pretty good job. Let's go look at garden number 4. This little plot, we'll call it garden number 4. This was one we cut in for my daughter. We usually plow it and till it, get it ready, and she plants it with whatever she wants. But it ain't been the best of gardens. I'm thinking to plow it again this year. I'm gonna plow it a little different, roll the dirt a little different. And she threw her pumpkin out in the middle of it. We're gonna try something new in this garden spot. I've got some sugarcane seed. I've got some sorghum seed. Now I know I've been told not supposed to grow sugarcane here. That's a deep south thing. Well, it's good and hot here and good and humid here. I don't think it hurt a bit. I think the weather's just fine in the summertime for it. Winter's gonna be a little cold. That's all right. Sorghum will grow here. Sorghum does great here. Both Amish communities here grow lots and lots of sorghum. Well, they did. They've had a little infestation problem a few years ago, and they've had to let the ground set. But this year should be the year they come back with it. I think they let it set 5 years because of I forgot what insect got in it. But, they try to grow everything organically, so only way to get rid of the bug is plant something different there for several years. I think it's 5 years anyway. We're gonna have our own little sugarcane and sorghum patch. It didn't cost much. I know the sorghum will do good. I'll find a way to press it. We'll make a little syrup. Sugarcane grows, well, we might help some more people that'd like to play with it and try it. Be a good time to go to my little greenhouse, I guess. Well, I put several items in the greenhouse. And the cilantro here, it did pretty good. That little patch of dill did alright. The pepper root balls we put in here, I can't tell they've done anything. Sweet potatoes, cold weather got them. Tomatoes, it gets down the teens at night. Don't get much above freezing some days. Sun don't shine. Been cloudy a lot. He just couldn't take it. I wasn't gonna heat it, and I kind of figured this is what would happen, but I kept stuff for a day or two longer to see what it'd be like. See what kind of temperature it could take. Just didn't have no luck with keeping mild temperatures. I'm kind of amazed over some of this stuff. It just keeps going. Some of it can take it and some of it can't. And last but not least, our little herb bed. Yeah, the rosemary's still going. The onion chive's still going. There's some wild garlic still in there. That basil don't never die. It just keeps growing. It'll take over the whole box if I don't pull part of it out for too long. That's about it. About all that's left. Beets and greens and onions and garlic. A few herbs. But it's winter time. We tried to slow down this winter and not do a whole lot. We kind of cut everything back, didn't plant nothing extra that we didn't have to. I'll take you to the plants I got started and show you what we got. Some of what we got planned, I guess you could say. I told you I started a few seeds a little early. I got a few things going here in a little grow station. There's some cabbage over here in the corner. First 3 little rows is cabbage. There's some different peppers planted, which they're not up yet. I planted some old tomato seeds to see what would happen. These 2 green rows that's standing so well is tomatoes. One of them is cherry tomatoes, the other one is Alaskan fancy tomatoes. They're more of a cold tolerant tomato. I thought we might try a little early planting in the greenhouse when it gets where it's not dropping so cold. So got my fig trees. I ordered, like I said in the video earlier, I'd ordered some fig trees. I ordered 2, they sent me 3. I got all 3 growing leaves right now. Of course, I got another tray full of their Alyssa Craig onions. Them are long day onions. The 4th one down there is a fig cutting I'm experimenting with. Went and played in the blackberries the other day. I got some blackberry cuttings. Got a couple with roots. I've got them in pots ready to go. I got some more fig cuttings. My fig cuttings are starting to put on leaves. I'm not going to pull them to see what kind of roots they got. There's actually one cherry tree back there too. Cherry bush. I'm not going to pull them up and check the roots on them, but you can kind of wiggle them and tell that the roots are growing on them. They're starting to get a hold of the cup pretty well. Plus they're growing leaves and greening out. Hopefully I'll have several fig trees to share or possibly sell to somebody. Of course, that's my potatoes from last year. I've still got potatoes from our last garden. My hazelnuts from our hazelnut tree. That's pretty much the gist of what's going on around here. I did have one other thing. I took all my extra garlic I had left. I got 37 bulbs of it out of the garden this last time. I went back with 100 cloves planted. But I realized the other day I still had several bulbs left, so I broke it up and cut it up, and they're in the dehydrator. I've got a grinding job to do before too long. I guess that's about it for here at Tennessee Living. We've been kind of busy, but not real bad. We're off for Christmas, so don't know if you'll see another video between now and Christmas or not. Y'all have good holidays. God bless.